1/4 inch diameter. I'm going to grab this one out of here. I'm in the Bobcat T650. All the way up. Let's grab this one out of here. We're going to put it out back. See if I can get you a better view. Alright, yeah, that kind of, you get the forks there. Put this down so that hopefully you're not going to bounce out of the... Oh, yeah, no, it's not. Oh, no, never mind. Let's see if we can grab this one right here. I don't know if it's going to come out from underneath the big one or not. We'll see in a second here. This is a monster log. It's probably 40 plus. Just get it snaked out from under that big log. Hold on. I don't know if you can see the crotch section there. This is 40 plus on the bottom. Easy. Might even be bigger than that. It's just across the crotch, it's probably 60. Got it. This is a big ass log. Probably weighs 3,000-4,000. Go dump it out back. You can see that big oak log on the right there. That's like 24. That's a baby compared to this one that I got on here right now. Across the crotch here, it's definitely bigger than 48. I'm trying to go slow just so I don't bounce you guys out of the holder. Up off the ground. Stuff it up on the hillside over here. So you can see, I don't want you guys to bounce out of that holder. Oh, you guys are good. You see that log that I got sitting next to the mill right now is, it's like 16 on the big end, probably 12 on the small end. I need 10 2x6, well, 2x7.5 by 14 foot long for this trailer deck. So what I'm doing right now is I'm pulling apart my oak pile and trying to find all the 12 footers that I can. Pull up over the log splitter here. It's a big ass log right here. Yes. Like I said, if you see up there on the hill, you see the slab cuts up there. You got a customer coming to pick out a few they want. They came to me, Dad's a pastor, local pastor, and he was asking me for some logs. They want to sit on logs around the campfire. She's bought a house around the corner from me, and I was like, you know, why would she just want logs to sit on? I can give you slab cuts. That'll be like benches. If you looked at one of the ones that I had just dumped up on my fire pit, I'll show you on the way down. And he's like, oh my God, those would be wonderful. So, yeah, that's a big log, boys and girls. Look at the size of that thing. That's probably across this area right here. That's at least 48 across there. It's a big black oak. So anyway, he said, oh my God, that would be great. So I said, well, ask your daughter what she wants. I'd be more than happy to cut her some logs to sit on, but if she wants, you know, slab cuts, I just hack them up and split them and throw them in my campwood bin. And I had that one sitting right there over by my fire pit. I was going to use that as a bench, and I said, you know, they kind of look like this, and he's like, oh, those are beautiful, oh my God. So she's supposed to be coming over. He called me and said, hey, you're going to be able to do this. I'm like, pick out some freaking slabs. I'm, you know, I told him I'd give them to them. I'm not, throwing a party, but, I'm not gonna spearhead the operation. So she's supposed to be coming over. She's supposed to be coming over here at around 5 o'clock to pick out the ones that she wants. And I'll cut some logs and put some V's in them to get them at the right height. Run them over to a house in my. Sorry, I'm going so slow, but the camera's gonna bounce out of this holder if I don't. Gonna cut some V's and some logs and go over and set them around the fire pit. She's young; it's her first home. You can see how big those two. Now I know they don't look huge on camera right now, but these two right here are monsters too. If I get the forks over by it. You can't really see that good, but those are monsters too. So this one right here is 3 inches short of 14 feet. So that's not going to work. And then this one, this big chunk right here crooks off and 14 foot's out here, so that one's not going to work. I have a couple underneath in the back that I think they're short, not sure. Let's kind of get this big ass one out of here. See if I can pick up the end and spin it. Right here weighs at least 3,000-4,000. That's a big log. I just want to get it picked up, get it moved so I can get at it. Stuck up on, you see that? Just gonna roll over the cherry tree there. It's stuck up on, kind of hung up on that branch right there. Shoved off the side here. This way I'll be able to see what's underneath better. Now let me just pick it up. That's a shame. That's a nice log right there. That's a shame it's short of 14 feet. This one here, this is not 14 good here. Let's see if I can grab this one. This side. There's another big log right here. That's a big log, boys and girls. Got this one out of here. Of course, I got the freaking branch right up against the fork carriage, so it's not going to come all the way back. She's not here yet, so that's good. Let's get rid of this one. There's no way it's 14 straight. So, I'm hoping I have enough. If I can put this down right here just a little bit before I get over these other logs. You see in my pile here, in this pile of firewood right here, there's a long ass white oak on the top and a couple of old white oaks in there that are long and straight. And I think if I ended up a board short, I could either cut an ash or I could try to buck up one of those, because it's going to be really close to, and of course I asked him if he could take anything other than 7.5 inch wide. He said no, and I've got a nice oak can sitting out here that's 12 by 4, 12 by 4.5, I think. That's like, got the white oak on the top there, that little thin one, and then there are a couple of white oaks buried in here that are old hard white oaks. Can't really see them good. This one's sticking out over here. So you see this one right here. It's an old hard white oak. You can see it underneath there. I don't know if I can get my finger on there. Like right here. That's definitely 12 feet. It's long and straight and really old. You should be able to pull a couple boards out of those if we have to. See if we can grab this big monster right here. It'd be nice to get the landing cleared out. I just took apart the treehouse out back and I put all the scrap lumber over in that pile there. Be throwing out most of it. Some of the big beams I'll keep for let's grab most of that pile right there since I can get in there. It's all, this is all white oak. I got away. Probably grab like 2 or 3 of these. Come on, come back. Contractor, heavy equipment contractor, and is referred to me by somebody else that I cut decking for. He actually said to me, "Oh, I'll run over there right now and give you the money for it." And I said, "No, don't worry about it. I'll take it after I cut everything." Getting $4 a board foot for the rough sawn ends up being a $600 order. Give you an idea of what it is. It'll take me an hour to cut it. Ooh, almost whacked my hydraulic handle on my splitter. These are big logs too. These, you know, this stuff's no joke. Right there, not small either. It's too bad one of them's not 14. That one on the bottom is really close though. I don't need 14, I need 12. That one's really close. Let's do this. I'm gonna go out measuring. You'll be able to see me. Of course, the fucking camera flipped around, right? So it's interesting, that one on the bottom is 11.9. The big, huge one with the big crotch that I brought up, that's the third log up, is exactly 12 foot to the end of it. It's not super straight, and I would need to do a lot of surgery on it to mill it. But that's a possibility. Or, like I said, I just mill them some ash. I have an ash log sitting over here that I could mill the whole loader out of. You want me to ask for this log right, second log in right there, no, third log in. This one right at my fingertip here, that's a big long, pretty good sized ash log. That'd be really nice decking. This girl should probably be here any time now. Keep cleaning up. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to mill the one that's next to the mill, see how much I can get out of it. If I can snake a board off the top and bottom, I can. I can get really close. It's not going to cant out big enough to rip. You know, I need 15 inches. It's not going to cant out at 15 to be able to rip them all out of it. But if I could take one and kind of out of the, I'll show you, slab cut on the top and the slab cut on the bottom. So this log right here, that's right next to the mill. So it's not going to cant out. It's not going to cant out at 15.5, which is what I would need to blow 7.5 off both sides of the can, which would give me enough there, but it's not going to go that big. But if I could take one out of the above the can, one below the can, if I could get one 2x7 out of both sides. So if you look, so right here on this little section right here, if I could get a 7.5 inch cant out of that, max height, and on both sides of that 7.5 inch can, I could get one board out of the top and one board out of the bottom off the sides of it, which at 4 inches and 7.5, I'd need 11.5 plus two kerfs, so 11 3/4. Yeah, 11 3/4. If I could get 11 3/4 can, I'd get a board out of the one side, the other side, and then a 7.5 inch cant that I could just rip down. Get 6 out of, I think I need, oh no, I need 10. 7.5. So I need 6, 7, 8. So 6, it would have to be 7.5 by 12 and 5/8. So if I get 12 and 5/8 can out of that, I think I'll have enough. Which is kind of how you gotta plan. I need 12 and 5/8 can out of that log, because the can that I have sitting over on the pile over there, I can take 2 boards out of. This pile's all pine. Well, it's pine up in front here where you're looking right now. And then in the back, there's, let's see, there's a spruce log sticking out there. got to go so slow, this thing's going to go flying. But that's what's going